Pitcher's got a big butt. Pitcher's got a big butt.
What's going on, guys? We are coming to you live from Astronomicon. Today we are hanging out with the awesome and talented Thomas Ian Nicholas from Rookie of the Year and the American Pie franchise. How's Detroit treating you, Thomas?
Pretty good. I like being in Detroit and in Michigan, so I've been coming here for years.
That's great. I'm glad you could make it this year.
Me too.
All right, I watched American Pie the other day.
Wait, what? How old are you?
7.
7 and you saw American Pie?
Just kidding.
I was just going to say, I was about to give your dad a hard time, who's standing behind the camera. So you didn't see it?
Yeah, I did not see it.
Okay, that's good.
But I do have to ask, how much fun was it to film with that cast for all those years, and have you seen any of them lately?
It was a good time, for sure. It's a good group of people. I recently saw Chris Owen, who played the Shermanator. Obviously you don't know who that character is because you haven't seen the movie, just to clarify. And also Shannon Elizabeth, who played Nadia. And yeah, I keep in touch with the cast every once in a while. And coming up, I'm doing an event with them in Liverpool, England. And I think Chris Owen will be there, Shannon Elizabeth, I'm pretty sure Tara Reid, and Chris Klein.
Cool.
Yeah.
So which of the American Pie films is your favorite?
I am an OG type of person, so I always like the first of any franchise. So even my own, the first film is always and will always be my favorite.
If your younger self needed a wingman for a night out on the town, who are you taking? Stifler, Flinch, or the Sermanator? Okay,
good. I thought you were about to say if I was going to take you out on the town for a wingman, so you're asking for the characters. This is good. Stifler, Finch, or the Shermanator? Well, I guess this is if I'm the character of Kevin, then I'm pretty sure he would not choose the Shermanator. And Kevin also wouldn't choose Stifler, so he'd go out with Finch. But they probably would just end up hanging out with each other and not have very much luck.
I don't think it matters with that shirt that you're wearing.
Wait a second, no, that was for Jim. That was Jim's shirt that he wore for like 3 days in a row. Not me. It's just black. Come on, Brad, you don't like black? I just got schooled by Brad. Thank you, Brad.
All right, let's move on to a more kid-friendly movie, Rookie of the Year.
That sounds like a good idea.
How fun was it to film at Wrigley Field at such a young age?
It was amazing. We shot on Wrigley Field for an entire month. Let me ask you, Brad, have you ever gotten to step onto the field of any real baseball stadium?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty incredible experience if you ever do. And I'm pretty sure with your future of being an interviewer, you'll probably be on a field in your very near future interviewing somebody because you're awesome. So yeah, it was an incredible experience being there for an entire month. And, you know, Wrigley Field is one of the last 2 oldest baseball fields in the entire country. Over 100 years old. Cool.
Barry Bonds and John Candy were both in the film. Did you get a chance to interact with either of them off camera?
I did. Barry Bonds, actually I struck out Barry Bonds, Pedro Guerrero, and Bobby Bonilla. Barry, who was I think at the time probably the most well-known baseball player, at least in my mind, he actually stayed and watched me shoot a scene after we were done, and then he gave me a compliment, which I thought was pretty cool.
Cool.
And John Candy wasn't in the original script. So all the scenes with him, being in the press box, they were not there. So they decided to add that like 3 months later. So I never met John Candy during the film, but I did get to do a public service announcement with him, and I met him like after the film came out, so like a year after we did the movie, and he was the nicest guy in the world.
Gary Busey was also in the movie. Is that guy an alien or what?
I'm not sure if he's an alien. He was the nicest to me while we were shooting the movie. He once carried me by my underwear 25 feet across the lunchroom. He gave me a wedgie and carried me 25 feet across the lunchroom in front of 100 cast and crew members. But he was really nice to me. He was the nicest to me. So I couldn't speak of his... I think he's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So technically that's like another planet, right?
You have thrown out the first pitch on a few occasions. How do baseball fans treat you?
I have been, throwing out the first pitch for the Cubs for the last 10, 11 years, which is always a lot of fun. And I also go and throw out the first pitch for some AAA and AA teams. And it's always really cool. I think, baseball fans still really dig Rookie of the Year. You've seen Rookie of the Year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You like it, yeah?
Yeah, it's real good.
Awesome. Yeah, my son is 8, and he saw it the first time probably about 5 years ago, and he really digs it. He ran around the house. Remember that line, "Pitcher's got a big butt," that I say in the movie when I'm taunting the Dodger pitcher and I go, "Pitcher's got a big butt." You remember that line? So my son ran around the house for 2 weeks. He was about 3 years old, and he just kept saying, "Daddy's got a big butt." It's pretty funny.
Yeah. All right, time to talk music. You have been performing live for over 20 years. Tell us a little about your band and what can we see you play?
I've been playing for a long time. I'm the rhythm guitarist in the band, the songwriter, and the lead vocalist. And so I'm sort of always on tour, never like most bands do like a 3-month or a 6-month tour. I kind of am always playing, so I will be playing in Minneapolis next weekend, and then Duluth, Minnesota, and then I'm going to Portugal to play a show there, and then I'm playing in England and Wales. So a lot of fun tour dates coming up around the corner.
Cool. We are definitely going to check it out. Sounds awesome.
Right on. There we go. Pitcher's got a big butt. Here, well, let's me and you do. Do you remember the dance move? Yeah. When Henry did this, me and you will do it together, and we'll both say, "Pitcher's got a big butt." You ready?
Yeah.
All right, get your hands up. Pitcher's got a big butt. Pitcher's got a big butt. Awesome, dude.
Thanks again to Thomas and Nicholas for hanging out. We hope to see you again soon and look forward to checking out the band. Bye.
Right on. Thanks, Brad.